Like I have said, the only people who don't like this game haven't played it yet. Roll intro. Look, I had trouble thinking of a video to do for this week. I had a few ideas, but I thought I should give Sonic and all that stuff a rest for now. Now, partly the reason I made this video is due to a comment I saw on a YouTube video, obviously. It was the ending credit music to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And it very briefly said, good music, bad game. What? You're telling me that a game that got 9s and 10s across the board is rubbish? Right, well, I am all for opinions, as you may know, and if someone doesn't like a show or a game or a book or something, I don't hate them for it. It's just, you should back up your statements. I was going to put a comment saying exactly what I just said, but I didn't. To be true, I don't know a single person who doesn't like this game. Everyone who has played this game loves it, some more than others and some for the wrong reasons. I mean, you know you have a good game on your hands when you actually give a crap about the characters. The only time I actually gave a damn about any characters in any type of media, off the top of my head, were Modern Warfare 2, Death Note, Final Fantasy 12, Balthier, and maybe some other characters. And that's about it. Well, obviously you care about the characters, or else you wouldn't play, watch, or read anything, would you? But there becomes a point where you follow a character to see the path of the story that they have just finished, and say, that was a good time waster. And there's another point where you actually want to know what the characters do and what they get up to. Like in Shadow the Hedgehog, because it's anything I can think of off the top of my head. You play the game to find out Shadow's past. But did anyone ever feel like they were there? And did they get upset when Shadow got upset? And did they get angry when Shadow got angry? Like, did you care enough to give a damn for him? No, not really. I didn't think so. In Modern Warfare 2, I repeatedly kept worrying about the characters and what they do, and if one would die, I mean, especially near the end of the level, in the level loose ends, if you knew what was going to happen at the end, you wouldn't care. But when I first saw that bit, I was pissed off and I was mad. I mean, I've never got that mad at a video game character. I've never wanted to kill him, but seriously, after I saw that, I wanted blood. Well, I guess I got carried away. But it's like my dad says, you feel like you're actually there when you play a game like this, and he plays a lot of first-person shooters and stealth games, so he knows what he's talking about. Now, I know this might sound weird, but this experience is more than a game. Modern Warfare 2 is more than a game, because I know people, seeing comments on YouTube videos, they say something has affected them emotionally. It was scary, or lots of things like that. Like, in the level The Enemy of My Enemy, that was epic music, and the action, it just worked. It just felt like it was you in a graveyard or boneyard, whatever, and that was it. Now, don't think I'm a fanboy. I will admit if something's bad. I know Shadow the Hedgehog is a bad game, but I just remember having fond memories of it. But when I went back to playing it recently, I got out my cyanide pills, so it doesn't really matter. But if everybody gives it 9s and 10s, you know it's good. The music is really fitting to the scenes it plays in. You're probably wondering why I'm not playing any. You're probably wondering why I'm not playing any music, because I don't want to speak over it, because the music is immense. The best video game music I can name it off the top of my head, I keep saying that, is Mario, Sonic, Kirby, Final Fantasy, and anything done by Hans Zimmer. I'm not trying to spoil anything. That's why I didn't go into much detail. But the ending is just a spectacle. That boss got what he deserved. I just like there in awe when the credits rolled. I felt empty, and in the sense of what the F happened to Makarov, but all that and more will be answered in the next speculated Modern Warfare 3. But I have to wait until then, won't we? Now, most people think this game has a bit of a confusing storyline and whatnot, and I can't say I disagree with them. It's not confusing, it just doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know, I'm not really one for following stories in a game like this, unless it's an RPG or something, but I didn't know who the main villain was until, I don't know, third mission or something. I still don't know who it is. So I knew in the first one it was Zakhaev or Zakhaev or whatever his name is, but in this one, spoilers by the way, it's like Makarov and then it just turns out to be Shepard. It's like, okay. But it's like, at the end, don't you feel like Makarov's gotten away? Like, I don't really know what the story is. I mean, I don't know who the main bad guy is, and then the person who you're working for comes out of the way. But then, also, this game is quite funny, actually. I remember there was 2 points in the game where I remember laughing. As one of them said, one of them was, did base command just tell us to go F ourselves? And then he goes, yeah, pretty much. And then one of them's in the first level, I forget the name of it right now, and he says, feels like I'm cutting through history class right now. Roger that. It's like, well, what's the randomness of that? Also, to talk about the controversial level, I thought it was not as bad. I mean, you know, it's one of the easiest missions in the game, and you know, first one I'm veteran on because, well, your position isn't really much of a threat. It's just, it's kind of, it was very weird. But it's not like a death simulator because, you know, I'm one of these people who can play a game like this and not be affected by it. Well, someone at my school, all he talks about is guns. I don't know if there's something wrong. I don't know if that's what he's interested in, but blah blah blah. But I thought it'd be you walking around all cryptily and all that, and these guys, you know, just walking around. Said like it goes like 3, 2, 1, boom, and then you know, and then just the normal level just carries on what it would have been anyway. Like it actually ended up being. Anyway, until next video.